I was 20-some years old, I was a badass, don't mess with me.
Right.
But I think in a way you had to scream. And I had to get on top of this world that like most women weren't on top of.
Yeah.
And I had to use my voice and my power. I don't have to do that now.
I feel like all around me, people were just like, you can't do vegan. And I'm like, yes, I can. I'm a woman, I know how to run a kitchen.
Even after all this time, for me, my husband and I will be at an event and somebody will come up and say like, oh, you're the owners of Pizza by Elizabeth's. And my husband will say, she is, I have nothing to do with it. Oh, okay, and they talk to me for 1 second and then they look at him and go, so how did this summer go? Did you do a lot of sales over the summer? Like they honestly don't believe it really is me. That deep down, it must be him.
Sure.
Even after all this time, all this time, and it just cracks him up.
I actually had a partner who was my brother. And people come into Drop Squad Kitchen and they automatically just go to him. But it's my name on all the paperwork. And it takes a lot of humility, and we have done that just naturally as women. We're able to assert our position without having to emasculate somebody. But it all stems from the values that we have on the inside and that lack of fear.
Part of the reason why people look up to our industry because they know how difficult it is, and especially us as women, and people always say to me, were you afraid you were going to fail? And I'm like, will the check cash? Maybe, but like, am I going to fail? 100% no.
Before it was like, oh, that's a woman-owned restaurant. Wonder how that's going to be. Now it's like they trust women. Yeah. So there's a trust thing. A woman can own a restaurant now and open, and people will be like, it's probably going to be good.
It just makes me really happy because now I have a lot more that I can look up to and just say to myself, if they didn't, why can't I? If they didn't give up, why can't I give it?
I love it.
Because now I don't have to struggle or worry about walking into a kitchen and feeling like I'm this tiny little girl that no one's going to listen to. I can just feel like I have a voice and that I can do whatever I want to succeed.
What we're giving people is a feeling. It's not a collard green, a piece of pizza, or a glass of wine.
I think as women, that is just something that we have because it is a piece of us that's going into everything that we do, not just the food.
Yeah.
You're expanding a community that brings people together in a world that is divided. I don't know, there's something sitting next to you. I just keep getting emotional. And you want to know what? I think I just realized it. I think I look at you and I see me. Does that make sense? A long time ago. I think I'm proud of my journey.
You truly have done all the dirty work for my generation. You've shown everyone that you can do it. You've opened so many doors for me and for everyone else. And I just want to tell you that I'm not afraid, and it's all thanks to you because you fought for this, and you've made it easier for me to not be afraid of anything. You've made me realize that there are no limits to what I can do, and there are no limits to what I can teach someone else. I love the connection that food brings, and you and your restaurants are examples of that, so thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, Beatrice, to you.